The Spin-off Podcast Network.
This is Kiwi is back for a brand new season with more inspiring kōrero from special guests including rugby player, father and role model TJ Perenara.
My family bring me joy. Rugby brings me joy too, but it's not the same joy as my family brings me.
And global dancer and choreographer Kirsten Dodgen.
For some reason, people think I'm very intimidating.
Listen to the new season of This is Kiwi, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in collaboration with KiwiBank. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Auto insurance can all seem the same until it comes time to use it. So don't get stuck paying more for less coverage. Switch to USAA Auto Insurance and you could start saving money in no time. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
USAA. Welcome along to the real pod.
What?
We've made a mistake. We've done something bad.
Well, I don't think it's on us. I think it's on Jane.
I think it's on modern technology
Yeah.
and a lack of organisation on all of our parts, really.
Well, I don't want to. I'm just going to try and get out of this with no blame.
Okay.
I'm playing the blame
Okay.
Jane game.
We're blaming Jane. We're going to ring Jane to explain what's happened and why we're here. She might not answer. I don't know what time it is in LA. I've never figured it out and I refuse to.
I think it's 8 p.m.-ish. What time is No, it's like 7:30 p.m.
Prime time.
Children are probably still up.
Gerard Way. Oh, they won't even know the Gerard Way joke. She's not going to answer.
Okay.
We pants the pod.
Yeah. And Valiant Tina, and to a lesser extent Valiant Alice, tried to fix it. There's just a strange echo. We're going to give you 15 minutes.
Yeah, Tina's worked on 15 minutes, and if you know anything about audio, looking at that, I don't even know what they're called, the bars?
The sound waves?
The sound waves, it just looks like hell, and if she was going to finish it, it was going to take a very, very long time. So we've decided to just release that 15 minutes and keep the rest secret forever.
I think it's a quality 15.
I mean, I bloody well hope so. It's hard to say, really. What do you reckon they've missed? There was a lot of good chat. Can we give them like a recap of
No,
what
that's not what this is.
what you missed? I can't remember. There was a lot of talk about Gerard Way. Some of that might make it in. Who knows?
We talked about all the throuples.
We did talk about all the thruples. There was some exciting. It was a great Collins cranny, actually.
Oh,
about
it was a cracking cranny. I think we rerun that next
I'll save
week.
that cranny for next week as a tease for you. Thank you, Nando's.
Nando's. Well, that's in.
All the Nando stuff is in. It's probably just 15 minutes on Nando's, which really is all you want from the real pod.
Seems to be.
Promotional material.
We're going to get better. Well, we're going to try and get better.
Yeah, we real podded it up, basically.
Yeah.
That's become a verb for making a big mistake.
We went on the real potty and did a big one. I'm sorry.
So here's 15 minutes of this week's Real Pod. We're so sorry. Hopefully we'll be back next week. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. It's all up in the air. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, it's me again. Now I'm alone. Duncan has left going, I think that was great. I think we did a great job. And we realised that we haven't actually even really explained what happened and why the pod isn't here. What can we call it, Alice? Technical difficulties. With Jane recording in LA and us recording here in New Zealand, we basically tried to put all our heads together and figure out how to do that. Spent hours on it and we still managed to fuck it up. So that's what happened. We'll be back next week. We're going to bring in a professional, I think, and sort it all out because we need to deliver you, obviously, the real news, reality check, the cranny, Max Key Corner. No one else is going to do it apart from the real pod. So that's what happened. Do you think I real podded that bit up, Alice? Was that succinct enough? Okay. So what should I say? Bye.
Funk.
Oh no, this is already lower than mine was way up here.
I think it's okay. Like I just tend.
Talk, Jane?
I think it's okay.
I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear.
Oh, hold on, maybe that's my problem.
What about
Is this even
here?
plugged into this? Where am I? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Talk, Jane?
Hi. fine.
Oh,
It's
lovely.
fine.
That's
It's fine.
basically
It's a
fine.
Gorgio.
When I do this,
That means you're
I'm
playing a
turning
sting.
off one of my.
The ultimate
button.
test is.
And we're not
is
gonna hear
you-
the stings.
You to do the.
You're not going to hear the sting.
Try and do the Collins Cranny sync up.
Well, you have to sing the first bars of Colin's Cranny, though, so I get a vibe. Okay?
Okay.
This is
Bars?
honestly. Shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Why are you
That's
taking
fucking
screen
horrible.
grabs, Duncan?
Die. I thought that was full screen. How do I get it? Is it that one?
Well, it's very
Excuse
confusing.
me.
Full screens at the top.
Where is the can? Better than the can. This is so much better than I thought it was going to go, by the way.
We spent 2 hours trying to crack this code last night.
It was very funny, though. We learned that you could subtitle it. That's actually quite good for a laugh. Skype will do subtitles. And
Really?
You can't say boobs or butt. It'll let you say butt, but it won't let you say butthole or bumhole. And all star out boobs. It's so funny.
That's like basically all our content.
I know.
Hey, Jane.
Hi.
It
Hi.
also makes me think that
Hi.
we could do a
Hi.
record of this.
BT Dubs.
What do you mean?
Oh, we're doing
Oh.
it.
On the
we-
video.
Yeah. Oh shit! I just cracked my fizz.
Need my notes. I cracked my fizz a
Can,
long time
can
ago.
one of you do a clap for me?
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Welcome along to the Real Pod. Nothing's changed. It's just completely normal. My name's Jane, and I'm joined across the oceans by Duncan Grieve and Alex Casey from the Spin-Off.
Hello there.
You're not even talking to the mic.
Oh, who took
What?
What is
Yeah.
that? A horrible screen
You're like
grab.
off
just
Isn't this
over
the
happened.
here.
microphone?
Yeah, but you were sort of off over here.
Oh,
You're gonna
I'm
be
all
over here.
confused. We've got a television with Jane on it. Tina's doing something. There's random wires everywhere. I don't know
So-
what to speak into.
It's really nice.
And actually,
though.
nothing's changed
Look
for
at
me.
her.
Jane's the one who's in Los Angeles. Beautiful weather I see through the window, Jane.
It is. It's a lovely day today. It's actually been. You don't want to know about the weather. That's ridiculous.
I want the
You don't wanna know
Hollywood
about the weather.
report.
What was
You're
that?
actually a true Hollywood reporter.
Yeah. So I haven't been. Oh, we drove near-ish Hollywood. Actually, Joel's taken the kids up to see the trains at Griffith Park, which is kind of near-ish the Hollywood sign, I think.
Did you see the
So does that
Hollywood
count?
sign?
Is it? Oh God, this is bad. I'm getting some lag. Say that again.
No, I was just trying to do a little Miley Cyrus reference.
Okay.
Little baby Miley, or sort of tween Miley.
This is. Do you think this is going to end up being like just people listening to a terrible phone call?
No.
Isn't that just what the real pod is, really?
Yeah, it is. Let's be real.
Tina looks like she's communicating with ghosts right now. I love it. She's like staring blankly into the distance, trying to make sense of everything.
She's got a single black glove on, which has only ever been worn by like murderers and pedophiles in the past. But it's a great look
I'm sorry. What?
on her.
It's a single black glove, like the calling card of a pedophile.
With
So
OJ
let's
and
do
it's
all that.
MJ.
Hey, we hear thanks to some amazing technology. So thank you, internet, and also thanks to Nando's.
Oh my God, Jane, we're getting Nando's at 1. It's going to be our first
I
Nando's
cannot-
without you.
I'm not going to make it.
Could we mail you some cheesy bread, or is that going to be a problem at the border?
I don't
I
feel like
mean,
we
you could try.
egged by ice or whatever it is.
No.
I think it's worth a shot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty low risk, high reward.
I mean,
And
I
a
think it
cool
might be
bag.
high risk, high reward.
Still
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, still ish.
Is there any Nando's news? Do you have any Nando's news up your sleeves?
Nah, nothing up the sleeve.
Yeah.
Bayfair opened to fanfare.
Oh yes.
Does that sound like something someone would say? Some cornies went. I've heard rumblings of an unofficial corny meetup being arranged completely without us.
I like the,
Oh.
the implication of unofficial being that there could be an official meetup.
There has been an official meetup. We had like a sanctioned corny meetup at Nando's St. Luke's.
But
Remember?
I mean, I
only
feel
the
like if
single
we're
greatest night of all
involved,
our
it
lives.
inherently lacks many of the trappings of official dom.
Hey, when I was there last week and it was my final potty, you had a whole lot of museum artifacts on the wall behind you. And now that I'm facing you for the first time ever, like face to face, I can see there's no artifacts there. They've been stored appropriately.
We had to take them down. They're being stored in a promotional Rocket Park bag under my desk, which is very dirty. But we do have the balloons are still out for you. Actually, the first people to come into this room after your lovely leaving party were Art and Matilda, and they were very excited
fitting.
by the balloons. And Matilda was moved by the fact that you were moving to LA. She was like, "What's going
What
on
kind
there?"
of move? What,
She was just
she
like,
sad?
"Oh God, no," sort of thing.
Why though? I mean, I never
Hey,
hear from
Tina.
her.
That was great acting. I was like right back there. We also had Chloe Swarbrick and Marilyn Waring in here. It's been a very
did.
auspicious room until we walked in.
And Simone Anderson and Antonia Preble.
Bloody
Simone
hell.
Anderson's recording her podcast in here now. It's crazy.
I
It is
saw Simone.
Piccadilly Square.
I saw Simone Anderson
Cool.
in the audience at Dancing with the Stars with old ankle socks.
Oh, treat. Yeah,
Anklet
yeah.
socks. Yeah.
Do you see socks or no?
Well, no, I didn't because, he hides them very, very well.
He does.
What
always
are
said
those
that
socks
about
called? Oh, sockets. Are they sockets? Because they're not ankle socks.
Yeah. I thought they might have had another name. But socket seems as good as anything.
Sockets are real low cut. Like they don't even peak
Yes.
above the.
Yes. Yeah. They're sockets.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
show.
No show.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Remember Chockets?
Oh yeah.
What a crazy
No.
Chockets.
What a
And
chocket.
Vern Troyer was in the promos. And they just looked like little droppings.
Yeah. That might have sort of
And they were Chockets.
put a lid on there.
Is that a story?
God.
You've really
Absolutely not.
Chockets are
Decommission.
so
thinking out the
good.
treasures. Okay. Our hashtag is #RealPod. Our Facebook is facebook.com/TheRealPodPod. And our Instagram is @TheRealPodPod. What's so funny?
Just
thinking about
Chockets
Chockets.
being a story. Like, explain the story to me.
They're weird and they look funny. And they're not here anymore.
I mean, that's the story.
Describes so many things,
At best, you got three.
including a lot of people. Hey, guys, I have to play a sting now. You're not going to hear it, okay? So just roll
Should we
with
try
it,
sing
okay?
along?
What? Yep, this is real news, okay? Ready and go. Oh, no.
Time for the real news.
Oh, that was good. You
Hey!
ended it well. Terrible
Duncan was
start.
doing the
Fantastic
beats.
finish.
I was
Yeah.
yeah. I just can't ever let anyone hear my voice again. Health and safety.
In real news this week, Jules Tocker, well, I mean, he did eat a whole lettuce, but it was fake news, right?
It was fake. I've been had again.
I can't believe you fell for that in the video. Okay, so basically Jess Quinn uploaded a video of Jules Tocker. She was going to meet Jules and she captured a secret spy video of him just like
So
pulling
good.
into an entire head of lettuce. Is that what you
Yeah.
call it?
A human head of lettuce.
Absolutely.
And just gnashing
town on it.
away at it, really.
Yeah.
But he was doing the comical overacting. And I know that's kind of part of his real life thing anyway, so it's hard to tell. But he was kind of looking around, like he almost eyeballed her at one point. So I was like, yeah.
I watched that video many, many, many times. And this is what annoys me. I verified it with Jess Quinn. Like, what more due diligence can I do?
Yeah.
I asked Jules if it was real. He did not reply. I've been had
the thing
by
is,
John
it
Owen
was
Bean for a
part-
second time. Fool me twice.
it was part of it. It was
I
a part
quit
of it.
the
It was
media.
part of a Media Week prank or something, wasn't it?
But
it
it, seems
was,
like
yeah, it was
they're
Sharon
micro-
and John Owen Bean. It was John Owen Bean again.
So
Not even at 10.
they were never going to tell you. She was never going to tell you and let you.
But
break
they're
the
micro
story.
targeting you, as like
I feel like they are.
it's real odd that they've.
Although, saving grace, at least like it was covered as a news story by News Hub and multiple other outlets before. And all I did was include as a detail in the feature. But
Yeah.
had I seen it first, I definitely would have written a news story about it.
Oh, it would have been. It's just annoying now that whenever something stupid happens, like Taylor Swift being on a lime
Yeah.
or Jules Tucker eating a whole lettuce, we have to go, oh, it's probably fake. Whereas before we lived in this magic world where that
We
kind of stuff
believed
happened.
in, yeah, exactly. We believed in the magic. And also, to
you
be
know-
fair, it was a perfect, like, the Jules thing was a perfect prank. Like, of course, he would eat a whole lettuce. Like, I
Yeah,
never
it was
questioned
really
it. I was
well
like,
written.
of course he would. And of course he would, like, eat it like that because he's so theatrical and he's so over the top. And of course he wouldn't care. So it was so in character.
It's
that I
just
thought
good
it was-
writing.
Yeah.
Credit to them.
Credit to them.
Okay, we can only
Live in
worry
fear?
about pranks now thanks to two people, Jono and Ben. They're the only people pulling pranks,
We're going to get them back.
right? I mean, I think maybe we could start pulling some pranks. They'll be super low key.
Just like real.
Yeah.
Just leave some corn cobs on people's windshields.
Well, they probably had been working on that for 6 months. Like, we've probably got to start giving ourselves a
Well, I
bit
mean, it
of...
helps a great deal. I guess we have somewhat of a platform. Website of the year, I guess. We
Oh,
could,
yeah, that is...
we could run some
But
kind
do we
of...
put it at risk? Like, would they revoke it if we started doing prank journalism?
Well, exactly. We do have the old journalistic ethics to uphold.
Wow.
Well,
Just quickly, in terms of just quick production meeting because we don't have these anymore. Never did. Just quickly, I was talking to Joel today about the Max Key Corner song because we were just, singing along. And I know we've kind of bandied about this idea of releasing it as a single, as a full-length single. I really think that's what could, get the pod the promotion it needs to get it
Get us
past
number
its,
one.
plateau of listens.
that
If we
is
can
what
get-
people do, isn't it?
Yeah, like if we
Bree
can
and
get
bloody,
that out
what's
and
his
do
name?
like a-
Clint. They did a joke song that got
yeah,
to
we do
something.
Oh, sorry, what?
Excuse?
What'd you say?
Oh, no, not a joke song. Well, I mean, theirs was a joke song, but ours is
Yeah,
very
but-
serious.
Apples and oranges, mate.
That could
Apples and
totally
oranges.
happen.
And then, we get it's a hit, and then people write about it and like, oh, it's actually, one of the tunes. And
People
Yeah,
write
that's
about it.
interesting.
I love that.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, you
suggestion.
guys you could do a story for a start.
We'll leak it to.
John and Ben would
Yeah.
play it.
Let's work on that. What was that?
But that's all on the shoulders of Paulie Williams, of course. Whomst.
Yeah. Still to come through with
Yeah,
the theme song for the podcast.
I mean, I think I'm assuming it takes a while to write songs. I've given him a good brief. But it's not the first time I've briefed him, but he does come through.
It's just a matter of time. Good things take time. That's the
Or we could
mainland
just do like a real
men
pod
say.
mega mix and weave all the stings together with a bit of a beat and
Like a sick DJ set.
get a beat going. Get some bars up there.
Oh man, I mean, honestly, if Max can play Max Key Corner in one of his sets, if he could just slyly drop it in one of his sets one day, is he even DJing anymore? Oh God, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. What else
We
is
really
in the
shouldn't have.
news, for God's
Okay,
sake?
and- Well, okay, you didn't break the Jules Tocoletta story, but you just wrote a story about him anyway.
So good.
I did.
You read it, Jane?
I read most of it.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Thank
not
you,
that
Jane.
long.
Got a bit bored towards the end, I guess.
2,000 words.
Got quite a
It's
bit in
pushing
it.
it, to be fair.
It's got
but
long. Quite long.
He's got an amazing story.
I'll
He's
tell
an
you why I
incredible
tapped out
person.
is because there was the link to his dance, and then there was also the link to the Austin Powers Instagram
Oh,
video.
of course.
And so I got a certain way through the article, read the Austin Powers, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I kept reading, and then I just couldn't resist anymore and had to go and watch it.
Yeah.
And that kind of took me out of the story.
You'd seen that, though, right? We've covered that in great detail.
but
See,
I
now
feel
I'm
like-
like, is that a prank? What else don't I know? Is Gary Brown in on it? Because that particular clip felt entirely targeted at me.
Yeah.
Like every
Am
component
I-
in there,
am
including the
I
location.
am I even in LA, or do I just not like sitting next to you anymore?
Well, exactly. It's hard to know. Yet to
It
see
is hard to
any
Yeah, because
sign.
that could be Auckland.
That could be Auckland.
It could be my house. Just some white walls.
I know. A chandelier above.
Interesting.
I'll just leave that with you. Love Island UK is coming.
It started.
Started.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
update
I
the
haven't
doc.
seen
It caused
it.
some controversy, Jane, because
On at 5 o'clock or something.
they're putting it
isn't
on at 5 o'clock, and Bob
That's mental.
well, exactly, and that's what what's his I never say his name right.
McCoskrie.
Bob
Bob McCoskrie.
McCoskrie.
It's a made-up name. Another
It's a
prank.
fake name.
Is it Macross Grey?
Yeah,
McCoskrie.
it's
Yeah.
almost
Not
impossible
McCoskrie.
to say. That's probably why
Ah.
he's so upset.
And he was sort of going on about how it's like he brings out he always says pornification of culture is like his favourite thing to say.
It's quite a fun thing to say.
And it's not necessarily, that's not what upsets me the most. It's just that it's like a bizarre choice, I think, to put it on at that time on the telly.
It probably shouldn't be allowed.
Do you reckon?
Well, I think, did you read Jihi's
I did read Jihi's
piece for us about it? And what she said was like the sort of pashing and the bikinis aren't really the issue. It's more that, you know, the way that reality TV is conducted in 2019 contains a lot of your gaslighting and your just bad relationship juju, and kids would, even if they are to see it at all, would need extreme supervision and kind of explanation, and they're just not going to get it. Whereas at least if it runs at 9, which is the normal time, you can have all that stuff and at least trust that adults have been through a fair amount of that or conducted it themselves, you know, what with society being as it is.
Would the likes of Bob McCroskey also think that parents shouldn't be letting their children watch television without being supervised at all? So maybe it's just like the ultimate test.
Praise be. You watch a bit of Praise Be.
You can watch that. You can watch Family First TV, which is its own channel.
Oh, yeah. Did you watch that?
Without a VPN.
I watched it a bit. It wasn't great content. But also, counterpoint, devil's advocate, do children even watch television? Like terrestrial television at 5 p.m? Aren't they like watching
That's
some
what I'm
fucked up
saying.
thing on
Like
YouTube?
if someone's...
That's actually true. Kia ora, I'm Duncan Grieve, founder of The Spinoff. You can help us keep all of The Spinoff's award-winning journalism free for everybody by becoming a member today at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
Do you find it hard staying optimistic with all the financial news in the media? I'm Bernard Hickey, and on my podcast, When the Facts Change, I'm here to help you navigate the ever-changing landscape of economics in Aotearoa. So join the conversation every Friday on When the Facts Change, brought to you by the Spinoff Podcast Network in partnership with KiwiBet.
The Spinoff Podcast Network.